Imagine spending years building your life in America, working, raising a family, making a home, only to suddenly face deportation. That is the reality some migrants have faced under stricter enforcement policies. Let's check this out.
After over 40 years in the U.S., a Filipino grandmother is being deported this week from O'Hare, and her family fears she could have serious medical issues on the flight. Our Marissa Sulik spoke with them today.
7-year-old Rebecca Pinyard's family tells me she was arrested over 20 years ago for drugs. She did 19 years in prison and was told to check in with the Department of Homeland Security once a year. But when she went to her annual DHS check-in with her documents back in March, her daughter says she was taken into custody.
As soon as they grabbed the documents from her, they said that she was going to be detained.
April Lowe says her mom, Rebecca Pinyard, was rebuilding her life with her husband in North Carolina after being released from prison a few years ago.
She's been active in the church. She donates. She gets up at 4 in the morning and takes walks.
Now, for the last 9 months, she's been transported across the Southeast and is currently at a federal facility in Clay County, Indiana. They say she has a slew of medical concerns, including severe kidney disease, thyroid issues, and uncontrolled blood pressure. On video calls, Pinyard tells her family she has not been given her medications on a regular basis.
It was, very inconsistent. And this is like medication that is really critical for her.
Louise Macareniag is with the Filipino Migrant Organization in Chicago looking at Pinyard's case. Before she is deported on Friday, they are demanding she gets a medical exam not in ICE custody, dialysis, and other medical needs. With no recent medications, they fear Pinyard's flight from O'Hare to the Philippines could be dangerous.
A blood clot can lead to lung damage. A blood clot could lead to even like sudden death.
I will be flying out with my mother.
Lowe says she will be on the 15-plus hour flight with her mom Friday to get her settled. She also says her mom could have fought to appeal her case if she was in a better physical state.
I think she feels like she's between a rock and a hard place. Like, she can't do anything from where she is. She has to rely on us, and my mother's never been that person.
We reached out to DHS about Pinyard's case today and asked if she did receive her medications. We are waiting to hear back.
Today we are looking at controversial issues. Deportations involving people who had already spent years in the United States. Supporters say it is simply enforcing migration laws. Critics argue it tears apart families and communities. So let's break it down. Many people assume that if someone has lived in the United States for years, they are safe from deportation. But that is not how immigration law works. Length of stay alone doesn't automatically grant legal protection. Immigration status, court orders, asylum decisions, visa overstays, and criminal records can all play a role. So before we move any further, I want us to watch these cases of individuals who have spent years in the United States getting deported. Some have spent over 30 years in the United States. Watch this, then I will come back with more comments.
Idris Michelin moved to South Florida when he was just 3 years old. Now at 32, he's back in Haiti with his American wife. He says he committed a crime and now he's living the consequences.
I still don't feel like I'm home. I still feel like I'm just roaming. I feel uneasy.
For the past few weeks, Idris Michelin and his wife Yamil have been walking the streets of Haiti, trying to mentally accept that this is now home.
I lived in the country 30 years. I never got in trouble, but I made a mistake. My morals became corrupted.
Idris was deported after serving 25 months in federal prison and 9 months in ICE custody. He was convicted of getting an illegal PPP loan back in the summer of 2020. He was living in the United States as a permanent resident, graduated from Southridge High School, and went on to Miami-Dade College. He was a licensed realtor and insurance broker. After serving his sentence earlier this month, Michelin was deported to Haiti on a flight with 120 people.
Your ankles are getting cut up. Your hands are shackled together. They're telling you, hey, if there's a plane crash, you're going to grab this from here and you're going to put this on your face. How?
He says once in Cap Haitian, they were given $100 and released to family. His wife was waiting.
There's people that left only 2-3 years ago that are afraid to come here, and she's here.
The temporary protective status, or TPS, for more than 330,000 Haitians will end on February 3rd of next year. Without any other immigration protections, some may find themselves, like Idris, back in Haiti.
It's very limited here. And now that I'm here, to my country where my flag is, the people are wonderful. The people work hard. But they're trying to overcome obstacles, and I'm here trying to overcome obstacles as well.
Yes, I got deported after 20 plus years and 97+% of my life in the United States. ICE agents picked me up in Chicago and threw me in jail for 3 weeks because my parents did not file my paperwork correctly. They brought me to the United States on a visa, overstayed that visa, had opportunities to appeal it in court, and my father did not show up to court. Now I'm in the United Kingdom, and this country sucks.
A wave of disappointment. One of President Donald Trump's most loyal voting blocs, Cuban and Venezuelan immigrants. Now speaking out in Miami, a Republican stronghold, as the recent wave of deportations hits home and the Trump administration moved to end temporary legal status, or TPS, for more than 500,000 people who arrived during the Biden administration. Elena Conde says she came here from Cuba by plane on humanitarian parole in 2023. Her husband, Ariel Lara, crossed the border with Mexico twice, once in 2019 when he was detained and deported, and then again in 2022. 6 weeks ago, he was taken into custody at his residency hearing.
So he was given an appointment to go to ICE. You told him before he left for that appointment, you don't have anything to worry about. You haven't done anything.
Instead, he was transferred to Texas, where we spoke to him from his detention center.
How do you feel about everything that's happening right now in this country with the deportations? You don't understand how this could happen. What did you think was going to happen when Trump won? You're saying you believed the president when he said he was going to deport criminals.
Now, Elena is left behind with her daughter, 7-month-old son, and Ariel's 70-year-old grandmother, who has been a U.S. citizen for years. Together, facing a reality they never imagined.
Toda mi familia votó por Trump.
Lo apoyaba a Trump durante su campaña. Did you support him?
Yo estoy fuera.
You're outside of it. You can't vote. Pero te sientes decepcionada? Do you feel disappointed, deceived, engañada?
Me siento mal porque sé que ellos creían en él.
It's going to be revoked.
Sorry?
That'll be revoked. You're going to be deported back to India.
Oh my God, don't do it like that.
Please. Please.
No, you're going to be deported back to India.
I know that.
Your right to stay in this country will be revoked. You will not be allowed to stay in this country. You'll be sent back to India. What would happen to you in India if you got caught?
Everything. Will finish.
Yeah. And you've done this.
No job, family.
Oh my God.
Please.
No England.
Give me one chance.
No.
My friend, please.
No. You've committed a crime. What are the conditions on your visa? The conditions on your visa, they clearly state not to break the law. Because the visa will be revoked. And you'll be sent home. You're going to be deported.
I know that, but my family, totally, my father and mother, everything.
That's your fault.
I know, but please. One
Too late.
Please, my
No.
friend.
I'm not your friend.
I will throw my phone.
No. It's too late. You're going back to India. You're leaving this country. Your wife and your kids may be able to stay in the country and continue their education, but you will be going back to India.
I can beg you, please. Please.
No.
The police have been called. They're on their way.
You've done the harm to the child.
He will never do it again. Please.
He won't do it again. No, that's right.
No.
Because he's going back to India.
I am begging to you. I am. Give one chance.
But if you chuck your phone in that bin, you will never do it again.
No, I can.
No,
No, just put it on the bin.
Please.
Up there.
Give me, I will take.
No, just leave it up there. That's evidence. Just leave it there.
And you won't do it again?
Right, she's asking for us to move away from the premises and not ask questions.
Right.
Right.
Tell him to send an officer. Tell him to send an officer.
Well, Stephen, Jorge Garcia had been living in the United States since he was 10 years old, and he was 39 years old today when he was deported. He was just 1 year too young to be qualified under DACA. He has a wife and 2 kids. They are both U.S. citizens, and he has been working for the last decade to become a citizen. This is video from this morning as ICE agents made sure Garcia boarded a plane to Mexico. His family gathered around him with tears and hugs. Supporters holding signs saying, "Stop separating families." Jorge's wife Cindy says the moment didn't feel real until the ICE agents stepped up to take him.
That's when the tears just started flowing, because we knew that that was going to be it. There wasn't much more that we could do.
Garcia's wife Cindy says for the last 13 years, Jorge has been checking in with ICE and working on finding a path to citizenship.
In total, we have given immigration over $125,000.
She says their family got some bad legal advice, it set them back, and they've continued to check in and apply for extensions to find that path.
We've never done anything without permission from immigration, because anytime you leave the city, you have to tell them where you are going.
But this last time the family checked in, immigration agents told the Garcia family he would have to leave on January 15th. His wife Cindy says Jorge has no criminal record, not even a traffic ticket. His family is devastated. He's leaving behind a 12-year-old son, Jorge Jr., and 15-year-old daughter, Soleil.
It's a nightmare. They're sad, they're depressed. They don't really comprehend everything that's going on. All they know is that their dad is gone, and they don't know when they're going to see him again.
Jorge is now in Mexico City. His wife says she's working to bring him back to the United States, but it could be 18 months before he even gets a hearing at the consulate. Now, our newsroom did contact the local immigration office, and agents there said they couldn't comment on this case tonight.
During Trump era enforcement, immigration authorities took a tougher approach, expanding who could be prioritized for removal. For some Americans, this was long overdue enforcement. For others, it felt like punishment against people who have already built their lives in the country. The emotional question is this: should years of contribution to a country matter? If someone has worked, paid taxes, and raised children in the United States, does that change how immigration cases should be handled? On the other hand, others argue that immigration laws only mean something if they are enforced consistently, regardless of how long someone has stayed. Now, this is where opinions get divided. Is deportation after many years fair enforcement, or is it too harsh? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below, and kindly keep it respectful. I want to hear both sides. Now, if you want more breakdowns like this, consider subscribing to this channel, turn on the notification bell so that each and every time I upload a new video, you will get notified. Thank you for watching to this end. I will see you in the next video.